There's 1,000 voices out there telling you what a limited partner is supposed to be. Silent, hands off, just paper pushing, waiting for returns, and maybe showing up to a quarterly call. Like you're just some checkbook with no say, some bank account that fuels other people's dreams while yours stay parked on the sidelines. And yeah, maybe that's the easy role to slip into. Just sign here, collect the updates, keep it quiet, stay comfortable. But deep down, you feel it. That itch, that restless pulse inside that screams, is this all I'm here for? Just funding machines? Just numbers on a spreadsheet? There's this burning question you can't shake. What if you're meant to be something more? Because let's be honest, that passive role, that background actor position, it suffocates the best parts of what you bring to the table. It ignores that fire, that deep well of insight, experience, instinct, those rare sparks only someone who's been through the trenches can feel. And it leaves you with a nagging ache, a sense that you're missing out on the real power you could have. This is not about collection of capital. This is about unleashing a force that's been quietly lurking inside limited partners for far too long. You know the game's changed. The old playbook? Dead. Everyone's scrambling with the same tired moves, hoping to edge out competitors by delta percentages and quarter points. But real edge? Real power? It comes from leaning in, from twisting the narrative, from being not just the source, but the strategy, the influence, the secret weapon hidden behind every deal you make. What if you stopped just being the fuel and started picking up the wheel, shaping the journey? What if your role was never meant to be silent or secondary, but vital, magnetic, transformative? You've been told to trust the GPs, let them steer, ignore the noise behind the curtains. But where's that really gotten you? More mediocrity? More safe bets? More returns that feel like they belong to someone else? Now, listen closely, because this is where most people never go deep enough. Your power as a limited partner is exactly where others see limitation. Where the system wants to box you in, you break free. This isn't just about writing checks and hoping for the rocket to take off. It's about bringing your unique perspective, your network, your gut instincts into every conversation, every decision. It's about turning the limited in limited partner upside down until it means limitless influence, limitless foresight, limitless transformation. You hold more than money. You hold the key to future shaping insight, to rewriting what a partner can do. Picture this. You're not just funding ideas. You're hunting signals. You're sniffing out the undercurrents before they become waves. The GPs might be focused on the pitch decks, the sales chatter, the shiny numbers. But you're reading between the lines. You're conjuring visions of what could be, while others scramble for what is. Because that's the secret skill no one talks about. Anticipation, intuition, the ability to sense a movement before it becomes obvious. You become a lever, a catalyst, not because you talk loud, but because when you choose to speak, it shifts the whole room. The people behind those startups, those innovations, they feel it. They see you not just as a wallet, but as a mentor, a doorway to connection, a filter for quality that demands more than empty hype. It starts with rejecting the role they tried to force you into. No more sitting quietly, nodding politely, signing blindly. And this isn't rebellion just for the sake of rebellion. It's purposeful upheaval. Take your questions, your skepticism, your refusal to settle and wear them like armor. Be the partner who says why, not once, but 100 times. Because when you question everything, returns, strategies, technologies, business models, you're not just being a contrarian. You're being the force that forces clarity, that uncovers truth from the noise. This is no place for polite acceptance. It's where sharp minds collide, and only the real, the raw, the tested survive. And you can be the one who holds the standard for real. Here's where it gets good. Your influence, your involvement, starts to multiply your returns in ways spreadsheets can't track. When you're active and strategic, when you merge your insights with the GP's hustle, deals don't just close, they explode with potential. You spot risks before they become crises. You connect dots they never saw. You open doors that otherwise stay locked. This transforms the entire ecosystem because limited partners aren't just silent owners anymore. You become architects of the future companies and technologies that reshape industries. Investors aren't just financing anymore, they're co-creating. And yes, this requires a mindset shift that runs against the grain. It demands patience when the world screams for instant results. It demands courage when everyone cheers conformity. It demands the exact kind of relentless curiosity and refusal to settle that built those startups you're backing in the first place. You're fighting not for comfort, but for liberation. The liberation of moving from passivity to power, from waiting for change to becoming the change. Don't mistake this for an easy path. It's not for the faint-hearted or the easily satisfied. It's for those who want to own their impact, who are done playing background in their own stories. You need to build a new kind of partnership, one where your voice is not a formality but a force, where your input shapes strategic pivots, where your instincts open investment doors before anyone else sees them, where your network isn't just a contact list, but a living, breathing ecosystem that nets value beyond capital. This means leaning fully into your role, not as a mere passive observer, but as an active participant crafting the future. This can start right now. Each call, each meeting, each decision is a chance to step up, to bring not just money, but insight, to build relationships that matter, to ask the hard questions that nobody else dares ask. Your presence is a catalyst. When you refuse to accept the status quo and instead hold the GP to real rigor, you're demanding better markets, better companies, better futures. You're not funding machines, you're architects of legacy. Imagine the ripple effect when limited partners claim their strategic stake, when you no longer settle for being cogs but become engines, when the private markets recalibrate because LPs like you are no longer silent but vocal, no longer sidelined but central. This isn't theory. This is the crack in the facade that's growing every day. You're not just funding, you're transforming. You're turning capital into culture, into innovation, into lasting impact. This is your moment to stop being a limited partner and start being a liberated one. So this is the challenge laid bare. Strip away the excuses, the traditions, "that's just how it's done" scripts. Lean into your vision, your questions, your fire. Use your capital not as a ticket to sit quietly, but as a spark to ignite change. Become the LP who doesn't just fund dreams, but shapes them, molds them, brings them into sharper focus. This is no longer about being a silent backer. It's about being a strategic force multiplier. This is about being the LP who holds more power in the room than anyone realizes, if only you decide to take it. You owe yourself that choice. You owe your future that responsibility. And the world awaits what you'll choose to become.